Hello YouTube friends, this is Kyle with Kyle Your Board Productions. I just wanted to make this quick prelude to the recent glider experience that I had on my 30th birthday. My girlfriend surprised me with this glider ride I knew nothing about, I wasn't expecting. Um, we passed it once before on one of our travels out to West Texas, and I was like, oh, that would be a nice thing to do one day, not even thinking about it at the time, just everyone, seems to do crazier things like skydiving, um, things like that, and I just thought gliding might be a different way to experience the air, without the noise of a motored engine, but I'm rambling here. I just wanted to let y'all know that it was basically a pretty eye-opening experience. Wasn't really expecting it to be, well, actually, I didn't know what to expect. As some of y'all might know, I do FPV drone videos. It's one of my favorite hobbies that I'm in right now, amongst many others. But just starting to get into this video recording. Or putting stuff on YouTube, trying to edit things. Still in my crawling stage, but I wanted to do something to give some background on this experience. And like I said, it was a 30th birthday gift from my girlfriend, and I loved it. I don't know, kind of speechless now what to say. I don't know. It was very freeing, yet terrifying at the same time. I know that's kind of contradictory, but I don't know how else to describe it. The pilot said that I could fly since I've had some bit of experience with piloting model aircraft, because it's one stick that you're using to control the surfaces of the plane, which very similar to RC aircraft. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. After getting up there and we disconnecting from the the tow plane, he asked if I wanted to fly, and immediately I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I had the chops to not make this a bad time, and sadly to say, I passed it up. But if I would have flown, maybe I probably wouldn't have gotten as much video footage as I did. So I guess that's a positive thing. But I'm wanting to do it again now after going through the whole ordeal. Being up there is just something else. It's really, really strange to not have a motor pulling you through the air and to relying completely on the wind. A couple moments we were able to, a couple times we were able to find some small thermals and ride those up, and that was just like going up in a express elevator is the only way I could describe it. You feel the air surround you, and you immediately get pushed up, and you could see it on the gauges of how fast we were moving upward. I mean, we were able to go past our initial drop altitude several times, and it's just a really, really weird feeling. And the fact that that day was really windy made it for kind of a bumpy ride. If you've ever been in a commercial plane and experienced turbulence, then you would know what the feeling would be like. Just take that feeling and put yourself in an even smaller, tighter aircraft, something like a Formula One car, because it's you sit. I guess the word would be tandem, one in front of the other, and being that I wasn't the pilot, I was up front, so I had nothing to obscure my view. Very thin pieces of metal and plastic separating me from the outside air. It was just wow. I don't know how else to say it. Is just when you're up there, you don't think of anything else. You're only living in the moment, and I guess that's what was so alluring by the experience. It's stupid to think, but when I was up there, I was like, well, it's a possibility that I may not come down. It's highly unlikely, as my pilot had been doing this his whole life. He was an older man, and but I don't know. I have to say that did cross my mind a couple times, but we safely landed, and I was grateful to my girlfriend for giving me a chance to do something like this. I want to do it again now, and I think if I do it again, when I do it again, I'm gonna fly it. I'm gonna try to fly it. I'm not gonna pussy out, but yeah, I just wanted to give y'all out there this kind of a prelude to the video. There wasn't much voiceover commentary in the video, basically none. You'll hear me commenting to the pilot. He did a good job at talking and keeping me calm in the same time, because I may appear to be calm, but in my mind, in my head, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, and I was doing a good job of keeping it together. And fortunately, I didn't have any motion sickness issues like some people might have, because if you do, you would probably not do so well. I didn't get queasy, though I guess it happens often, so there are bags up there that he's like, well, you feel sick, you need to throw up, but fortunately I didn't have any of those problems. The altitude change did screw with my my ears, constantly having to pop your ears so you could hear, that was an issue, but it was rather quiet and serene, and I enjoyed the experience. But here's the video.
And fly a little bit to the left. That gives him a little break for his right foot because of the torque from the engine, P factor. He has to have the right rotor a lot. So I fixed that by just pulling it over.
Alright.
1,000 feet we're right through. So I can see what the air mass in front of us is by watching him. When he gets lifted up, I know that real soon after that I'm going to be lifted up. Try to fly the plane.
I don't know.
You don't have to.
I don't know.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay. There's one of the things I've noticed since I started flying is there's a whole lot of farms that we see.
Right.
When you're driving down the highway, you don't see those. You see a house.
Right.
But behind that house, those fields are a mile long.
Yeah.
Our runway is a mile long. Another interesting thing is see these little rectangles, these white with roads running to them?
Yeah.
Each one of those is a gas well.
Uh-huh.
So you can kind of get, if you look at them, you can get an idea of what the geologic formation below is, because there's none over to our right forward. There's none over there. There's no wells, but they're all back in here, and they're sort of in line. Now we got a little lift here. I'm just going to circle gently. We're going up, actually. We're in the air going up. We're
Right.
gaining altitude.
Right.
Without a motor.
Right.
And we'll circle again. That town way over there, on your right, that's a little town called East Bernard. That highway that goes to our left and right in front of us is alternate 90.
Right.
Are you familiar with this area?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I live in Rosenberg, and I
Oh, okay.
grew up in Needville, so.
Okay. And this area of grass, just a second, I can make another turn. You can see the Bernard River.
Yeah. It was.
You can see it over there, but the trees kind of outline it as we go along. And again, we got a little lift here. I'm going to try to circle in it. Let's see if we can gain this. There's a considerable amount. If you look at that Vario, that instrument,
Yep.
we're going up at 200 feet a minute. 300 feet a minute. Or 6 hour. Yeah, it's varying. But anyway, we're almost up to where we released.
Oh wow.
So, but with you and me in here and our ballast,
Yep.
we're weigh about 1,100 pounds.
Wow.
And we're actually going up, which is amazing. I'm still, I didn't think that the air, just warm air, could do that, but it does. It can bring us up at 600 feet a minute. We're varying between 200 and 600 feet a minute. And now we're up to where our release altitude was. How's your stomach doing?
It's doing good.
Okay. Sometimes this circling bothers people. And the little white bags are up on the right. So we're over half a mile high.
Oh wow.
And there's our airport down here on the right.
Ah, I see.
You can see the trailers.
Yep.
Then we have a couple of fields to the left, and there's the high school. That's the Brazos High School.
Oh yeah.
And then a little bit farther on is the city Wallace. The city Wallace is not very big.
Nope. I didn't realize it was so close to East Bernard.
Yeah. I live in East Bernard, and it's a 10 mile by road,
Yeah.
but it's only about 6 miles by flight. So I fly over on my own house a lot.
Oh wow.
And right in front of us is the Brazos River.
Oh okay.
And you can see how it meanders a lot down here. You know, this is flatland.
Yeah.
So there's no real slope for it to follow. It has to follow the least resistant part. We're just cruising along. We're not going at the best performance for distance. We're going at the best performance for time in the air.
Right.
As slow as we need to go. It's a little bit windy, so I'm not going to go too far downwind. What we want to do is we're just going to stay upwind. And then off to our right again, right forward, is Orchard, that little town of Orchard. You can see there that one water tower that they have is narrow and
Oh yeah.
down.
I see it.
That's Orchard. And of course, off to the, even farther to the right and up is Triangle Lake.
Oh, I see it.
So that's a landmark that we use quite often because it's easy to see from a distance. So if you know where Triangle Lake is, then you can go, well, I know that it's just that far away from Orchard, which is just that far away from the airport, and then that's how that works.
And you can see Houston way out over there on our
And
left.
you might be able to see Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can see Houston. That's cleared up a bit. You see that sort of hazy layer up to the clouds?
Yeah.
That's a layer of air that is active, but once you hit the clouds, that's it. We get no more lift.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm surprised we were able to see Houston. I didn't expect that. We cleared up quite a bit. We had a front come through, a cold front.
Oh, is that why it got windy today?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why our other private pilots haven't shown up. This time of day would be good.
Oh, okay.
We could quite easily get on the Wartney map. So here's some more on our left gas wells.
So do y'all prefer to fly in weather like this, or like what's the best weather?
The best weather. The best weather is when it's below 10 knots of wind,
Oh, okay.
partly cloudy, just partly cloudy, mostly cumulus clouds, and warm. A big temperature difference between night and day.
Ah.
The way we operate for distance flying is the sun heats the ground, like down to our left behind us, and so it heats the ground. The ground gets hot, and it starts to heat the air above it, so that we wind up with an area, and maybe you can notice when flying remote planes, they have an area of hot air trapped by cold air above it,
Yeah.
and then it gets trapped for a period of time, but after a while it breaks through. What it does is it breaks through in one spot, and that hot air wants to go up. And remember, there's cold air pushing down on it everywhere else. So all that hot air wants to go up in one spot, and it creates what we call a thermal.
Ah.
And so we try to get in a thermal, where it's that air going up, and we can actually gain altitude. And if you can do that, and we see that there's an indicator, the indicator is the cumulus cloud, well, you can fly long distances. You can go 100 miles out and back.
Wow. So are we at 3,000 feet?
We're at 2,000. It's the
2,000. Oh, okay. Like
2003.
Gotcha.
See?
I
You
gotcha.
need that? No.
like a clock.
It's like a clock, yeah.
Airspeed is what, 45 knots?
Yeah, 40,
43?
45. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're going down, as you can see by the variometer.
Right. It's in the negative, so we're going down. Right.
We're going down. And I'm trying to slide forward, going into the wind, so I'm going to pick up speed a little bit. To get under this cloud in front of us, see that one up high?
Yeah.
That may be the top of lift. We may have some lift coming off of that. We're still above 2,000 feet. We're not that far from the airport. So, and lift tried to lift the right wing right then, but it wasn't a very strong lift, so take that. We're still at 2,000 feet. And I'm heading towards this cloud, right feet coming at us.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we're gonna get any lift out of this cloud. One may think it looks better. traveling by looking at the shadows on the ground. And I want to come in right into the wind. That's not a very good cloud, by the way.
No.
You can see through it. That's not a good indication. And the problem with a windy day is it blows the thermals apart. So you may find a thermal and you can ride it for a little bit. Got a lot of down right here, so I'm going to increase. So I should pass it. After we get underneath and on the other side, we may see some lift. Let's see what we get. Actually, that cloud is dissipating. There's a little lift right here. So I'm going to slow up. Now, not very much. Let's circle. We're going to do a circle. See if we find it. There's a little, there's some. There's some. Just a little. Not really a lot. This next cloud isn't really close enough to try. There it is. It's very small. It's been blown apart. But we're getting just enough lift out of it to kind of stay where we are. Not going up, going down. And see how we turn? We have the wings banked.
Right.
That's how we turn. Well, yeah, you fly the models, you know. So what I'm doing right now is I'm flying slow, kind of keeping in a little bit of lift here, and it's blowing us back towards the field.
So when you're looking for a thermal, you really have to stay in a turn in order to ride it up, right?
Yes.
And then you can.
Now sometimes if you get clouds that are in a street, in other words, one behind the other,
Yeah.
you can sort of what we call porpoise along. In other words, under the cloud, and then you speed up to the next one, and so you kind of make your way there by going up and down.
Like a stair step.
Yes. And so you can gain altitude that way. There's a little rough air here. This is good. And there's a good turn. Let's do this. We started at 1,000 feet. We've already gained almost 100. 100 feet in one circle. All right? That's a 10-story building.
Yeah.
And we could actually, if we wanted to, sit and ride this thing up probably to 3,000 feet, but we're sort of heading in right now.
Right.
We're gonna prepare for landing. We'll just gain a little altitude just to show you that we can. Now, it's a little bit rough today. So we're getting tossed around a bit. Your stomach doing all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's get up a little bit higher. Well, we gained over 200 feet. That's a 25-story building. And it didn't take long.
Nope.
I'm just going to head into the wind right now. We'll ride this thermal all the way through it. Okay.
All right.
There we are. Now we're on the other side.
I see you because we're dipping.
And one of the weird things is, of course, you can't see the thermal.
Yeah.
We have to sort of find it and use our instruments and the seat of our pants to determine where it is. We're going to prepare for land. I'm going to do our landing routine.
All right.
We have a checklist. Okay. You, undercarriage is down and locked. Yes. Speed, we're going to adjust our speed up to about 60 knots because of the wind factor.
So we'll be landing into the wind.
No.
No?
Oh, yes, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're going to go downwind first,
Right.
and with a Willie scoot along there. We're going to go downwind, and then we're going to make a right-hand turn into the landing area. Okay. Let's make sure speed is going to be 60 knots.
No.
Do we have air brakes? Yes. We want to make sure we got air brakes before we even start.
Right.
And it's going to be a little bit rough. We've got verbal activity.
Right.
And we're going to make two right-hand turns. So that will be in the landing pattern. Here's our first one. The next one. Ordinarily, I'd land on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
but I don't have to today. We don't have any other activity. So we're landing in the center. We'll straighten it out at the last bit. I think we can have a flat tire. We got a flat tire
That was a rather smooth landing, I have to say.
on a flat tire.
Yeah.
I think we got a flat tire.
Back and safe on the ground.